Does wearing school uniforms have a positive impact on our nation on today? Can you imagine having to buy school clothes for 3 to 4 children who try to keep up with the latest fashions? And we know girls love to have the newest fashions, but can you imagine a boy as well who every time a new fashion comes out, new Jordans come out, they want the newest Jordans. It doesn't have to be Jordans, but it has to be the latest name brand. Well, I did. I almost struck out. My son said he wanted a $90 pair of LeBrons to wear to school. Can you just imagine having to do, this is $90, but spending $200 on a pair of shoes to make your child look fashionable because they don't want to be bullied in school? So can you just imagine that? Can you imagine, amen, that President Clinton in 2014, amen, said from procon.org said that endorsement of school uniforms are one step that may be able to help break this cycle of violence, truancy, and disorder by helping young students to understand that what counts is what kind of people they are, what's on the inside, and to remember what they are doing in school is working and not showing off their own clothes or envying another person's clothes. Just imagine. Now that former president has endorsed it, let's see what school principals and parents have to say about it. School principals has discussed that the positive impact they have on their schools is from classroom discipline is at 85%. Community image, because they're all wearing the same type of uniform, is 83%. Student safety, and how many of us want our children to be safe when they go to school, is 79%. And student achievement is at 64%. And that's from ourfamilyworld.com. Not only does it have an impact for the schools, but it saves us parents money and morning disputes about what they're going to wear to get them off to school. Judy Rodock at families.com, and she stated, like school uniforms, because it eliminates her children having to decide what to wear to school. Before uniforms, there were a lot of disagreements in the morning. Judy says, now my girls just get dressed with no arguing. The National Association of Elementary School Principals, the NAESP, has shown that 77% of schools have an estimated $150 cost or less for school uniforms. I just said these cost $90. Can you imagine giving your children well-wearable clothes that they are able to wear throughout the entire year that's actually going to save you money? And what if your child was being bullied because parents can't afford to choose to not buy the latest fashion? So, should a child be bullied just because of their attire? It says that teen bullying is still a major issue in schools. The online survey by Hambrick says, the online survey commissioned by Commission Inc. and conducted by Clinton connected with more than 1,500 teens between the ages of 13 to 17 living in the 10 largest metro areas in the country. In addition to the amount of teens who have been affected by bullying, the survey also found teens are teased about their looks. 64 are being bullied because of their physical appearance, weight, and clothing, and more than any other factor. Young girls are being bullied based upon their appearance, and then due to the high demand to look or feel a certain way. Girls are bullied more often than boys. 30% of girls experience, compared to 22% of boys. Across all these groups, students say that they are bullied most often because of their race, sexual orientation, or the way they look, and that's coming from Mance. School uniforms will always have its pros and cons, but the impact can be more positive than negative. So in many ways, having school uniforms can have a positive effect on our children's lives, reducing bullying, getting up in the morning times, not having to go to work, having to argue with your children when you're trying to get out the door, and also can impact their grades as well. So having our children is not going to destroy their creativity. It's just maybe they'll focus a little more on what the purpose of school is, and that is to learn the basics, get an education, and become a productive member of society. So now as schools are safer and parents have saved some money, right? Let's plan some family vacations of a lifetime so our children will learn that the world is bigger than their current community.